First match out of the way, and so the second is Fiji and Australia in this Pool B play. Now, Fiji and Australia have been having a pretty tumultuous month or so together. Faced off in pool play in Munich at the Oktoberfest Sevens, and then faced each other in the final. And that
Via Stadium, please welcome to the pitch for match number 2, Fiji.
For Australia.
Yeah, big result, and Australia has used sevens to develop all their best players. Very exciting at their best, but that is one of the great sights of world sport. Fijian sevens is now here in Silicon Valley. We're going to get a nice taste of it right now.
Star-studded lineup for Fiji, although 6 newcomers for this Fijian squad. I was at the jersey ceremony last night, and Waiseli Sarevi, the legend, passing out the jerseys. The captain for the weekend, Joseph Veramalua. A great affair. And then Australia, really, of all the teams we've seen at this tournament, they seem to be the most experienced here.
Yeah, they do. And under Coach Andy Friend, they're always well organized. They've got good shape to them. Let's just find out whether they've got any match winners in this young group here.
Keep your eyes on Amanoni Nasila Sila. He's wearing the number 6 today. He was the player of the tournament at that aforementioned Oktoberfest Sevens.
Anstey with a great take off the kickoff. Early possession for Australia.
And ball shifts. Porch to O'Donnell. And then it's Simon Kennewell. Looked like a knock-on, but the referee thought the ball went straight down. Contest for the ball. Leaves one out wide. The defender. Fiji. Looks like they're stretched on defense. Oh. First try, Australia, and just methodical, this Australian team.
Yeah, rewarded for their patience. Kept going with the flow there. Good rock clean out there. Good support. Even a bit of a shot going in from Killingworth.
Yeah, and then you saw Kennewell there, and he dishes to Lucas. And Tom Lucas dots down for the first Australia try. A few Australians in the crowd cheering on the boys.
Those wouldn't be Australians with a beer in front of them, would it? Well, I'll tell you one team, Brian, that you know well, that aren't notoriously are not great on the first match in the early morning of a Saturday. It's not the Fijian strength.
Yeah, it's a little cold out there if you're Fiji. So after the opening try by Australia, not converted from the corner, and so 5-0 is the score. Big cutout pass. That's one of the newcomers there, Anare Tavita. Dishes off the ground. Referee says that Fiji's holding on in the tackle, and might be slowing the ball down, not giving him 10, tackling him straight away.
Yeah, so the referee said there's a penalty awarded, a quick tap. It's against Fiji for holding on to the ball at the ruck. The quick tap by Australia, and as they went, they were grabbed within 10 meters, so that'll send them to the sin bin for 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, really nobody on the tour better than Australia at punishing that one-man overlap.
Very good tackle. Look, he's over the ball, and he's got rights. That Fijian player on the ground has to release the ball because the Australian's on his feet. And then as number 2 there, Vekiali, makes the tackle, he's not 10 meters away. Good. Wow. Interesting call from referee Dolman there.
So now it's Fiji with the ball once again, out to Vita. Looking for the dish off the ground is Ratandamu, but wisely keeps it instead. There's Tavita, good scoop off the shoelaces, and then out to the experienced veteran, Leo Nakasau. Nakasau finds inside, and that is Bettina. Bettina back to Nakasau. To Tavita, but the ball stolen by Kennewell from Australia. An amazing last gasp effort by Australia, but knocked forward, says the referee, and wow. That's the kind of try we normally see from Fiji. Almost a guarantee that it's going to get finished, but Australia collapses well in defense, and Kennewell with the miracle steal of that ball right at the end. And there is the elder statesman, Nakasau.
Well, that's one of the features of the Fijians game. They're backing up. Their support lines are fantastic. And that's the excitement that Rugby Sevens brings, and there's no better exponent.
These are wrong. So Bettina goes looking for the goal line, and instead the ball turned over. John Porch with the ball, looking for space, and he can fly. John Porch. All the way down the sideline, coast to coast for John Porch. Wow. Talk about a turn of play. Almost thought it was going to be automatic 5-pointer for Fiji all the way down to the 1 meter line of Australia. And just like that, John Porch is scoring on the other side.
We attack from anywhere in sevens and literally from their own goal line. The man from Norths has done it. He's gone coast to coast. Demoralizing for Fiji, who are threatening themselves, but that's why you never give up. You got to keep scrambling back, as Australia did, and that was their reward. The kick just outside the post.
And perhaps not having that 7th player on the field makes it a little bit more manageable for Australia. Less defenders in front.
Now Australia can slow things down a little bit. We talked about this Pool B matchup. This is going to be key. It would be surprising if the winner of this game didn't end up top of Pool B, with Japan and China making up the other teams.
2 scores down. And Fiji looking to regroup. Lucas shifts fields. Back over the top to Kennewell. Kennewell looks for space. Finds a white shirt to run into. Sets the ball back. Ben O'Donnell, one of the revelations of the Munich game, scored 2 in the final against Fiji. There's Tom Lucas. Back to Killingworth. Now it's Porch, the try scorer. Porch gets hit a little bit late. Referee says play on. And there's Kennewell. Kennewell bashing into Emanoni Nasilasila. Wide pass is on. And that is number 3, Sam Myers, who slides and dots down. No try, says the referee. Into touch, says the assistant ref, and that is how we will end the first half. 10-0 Australia. Fiji looking to regroup.
Well, come on, Aussie, come on. Great start from them. 2 tries. Really clinical work from them. We saw it in that last passage, not forcing it too much, working the short side, trying to stretch out the Fijians, and they've done it on 2 occasions. Almost did it on a third there, right in the corner at halftime.
All right, young side for Fiji. Can they regroup? We'll see in a few minutes for the second half of Fiji versus Australia. So Fiji looking for a little inspiration from above. They'll need it. Down 10-0 at the half. Kickoff to come. A young side, these Fijians, 6 new players received their first jersey last night in the jersey presentation ceremony. A heavy weight to bear if you were a Fijian rugby player. Lots of tradition, perhaps, to account for there. And we'll see if these players can respond down 10-0.
Well, not only are they great supporters, as we saw, they always come out and support these sevens tournaments, but back home in Fiji, it is a religion, and the country stops to watch their teams play. And we saw a beautiful playing out at the Olympic Games in Rio, and they came home with that gold.
And that ball looks like it just went 10 meters, touched by an Australian hand, and back from the hand of Joseph Veramalua, bats it back to his own. And there is Amanoni Nasila. The kick and chase. John Porch is back behind him. Maurice Longbottom, the revelation from the Munich Sevens in the game, wearing the number 11 for Australia, and looked like he was going to outpace Nasila if there would be a question in the in goal.
Brian, Nasila nudged that ahead in stride, and that is so hard to do. His second kick, fortunately the third kick was just too strong and knocked it out the back of the dead ball area. But that is high skill there to kick the ball forward when you don't break stride.
Gareth, we're used to seeing the feet of these Fijian players and how deft they are with their footwork, but keep your eyes on number 11, Maurice Longbottom, wearing the number 11 for Australia. He was discovered, just a rare find, a former league player. Uncle played for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, but he was told he was too small to play rugby league. And if he gets a chance to use those dazzling feet, it is electric.
Well, I know Andy Friend will have a good look at him here, not only against his Fijian side, but throughout the weekend at the Silicon Valley Sevens. Very useful for these coaches ahead of the World Series.
So Nasila, we see the number 12 for Fiji, and he's the one who had the long kick and chase, and looks like he's taking a little time to get over to that touchline, maybe trying to recoup. The line out here, and there's a little bit of confusion about possible substitution. There's Veramalua, and he's talking to Leo Nakasau, and looked like an wrong person substituted for. And here comes Nakasau out of the game. Veramalua stays in as the captain of the tournament. Into the hands of Kuranambili.
Bit of mixed signals there. There's a trick play on to throw it back to the front. Namabili didn't quite get the same call as his jumper.
So Australia, quick line out. And the ball squirts forward. Unfortunate. It looked like a little bit of space in front of Kennewell. A referee playing advantage. Ball lands in the hands of Nasila. So Fiji with a little bit of a forward pass, it looked like, to the number 2. That is Joshua Makura Nambili.
Good refereeing for Aman Dolman in the middle, because any kind of possession is advantage for the Fijians. That final pass just a little bit forward. Earlier, Australia had knocked the ball on. They let him play because Fiji had possession. And in sevens, you don't really want to reset.
So in the game for Fiji is number 11. That is Natani Vakayalia, and he is from Lelean High School, most recently a 100-meter sprint champ from that notorious high school where Waiseli Serevi once attended. And you can see the speed right there. Makes the save for Fiji. Ball kicked out the back, looks like 5-meter scrum.
Yeah, as the players are competing for it. Nice outside of the foot nudge there from O'Donnell. But the Fijian got there first. And because he was outside of his own end goal, it'll be a 5-meter scrum Australian put in.
Pressure here. Australia looking to extend its lead. Getting into some of those crucial minutes of the second half. Another score for Australia. Might be a backbreaker for Fiji once again, but if Fiji can somehow stave off this attack, There's Longbottom, the footwork, and a high shot. The high shot from Fiji. And you can see the Fijian player look like Nasila Sila.
Now, this is part of the game, and when you get a height mismatch like that, I don't think there's a lot of vicious intent here. He went under the arm. It's obviously illegal in rugby. Any contact above the shoulders,
Well,
the referee's going to have a look, and it's actually going to be a red card.
Wow. Well, you know, red card. Was that a full red?
I think I saw the red come out. There's the dummy. There's the arm.
Yeah.
Unacceptable above the head, and he did follow through, even though he's protesting there.
Yeah,
That's harsh.
No.
That was clear as day.
Yep. That was a high shot, and certainly no tolerance for that. Nasila Sila out for the tournament, perhaps, Gareth. And the try to come from a very composed Australian side. Maurice Longbottom looks like he's going to be okay.
Two games for that is what we normally see, but maybe more. But Australia totally dominant here. And look at the composure. They knew with Fiji one short there was going to be space, and they used the kick pass, the cross kick that was pounced on. And it's been all Australia in this one, it's got to be said.
The try scorer, Ben O'Donnell. The youngster from Randwick, and he scores a try. And there is Lewis Holland, who looks to convert. And a really nice shot at goal there. The conversion good. All right. Fiji has dug itself a sizable hole. The kick from Holland. And there's Longbottom on the corner. He's got space. No, the ball knocked on, says the referee, right off the restart, and so it'll come back. Looks like we were going to see Longbottom on his way in for a try. Instead, it'll be a scrum to Fiji. They still have time. They've got to score quickly and often. Gareth Reese, 2 minutes and some change. Fiji needs to move quickly.
They do, but how about Numbalata? He's got a nose for the line there. He saw that loose ball, and he's got some serious bets. But you're right, Fiji, they've done it before, but this is big ask. 3 tries in 2 minutes.
Well, you might as well send it straight into the arms of your new rocket man on the corner, the youngster. And there is Mbololalai. Number 5, Viliami Mbololalai. He's from Bua. And loses the ball, and just some inexperience showing from the Fijians and the composure of these Australians. Up 7 men to 6 for the rest of this match.
That's going to be a penalty as the Fijian player came back after the tackle on the wrong side. The quick tap.
A porous defense by Fiji, and just not looking like the classic Fijian teams of old. We've talked about the youngsters. This is not the entire full-strength Fijian team. Had to leave some players at home. And really, you got to find some new blood to mix into the talent pool if you're head coach Gareth Baber.
I'll tell you what surprised me technically. That try came from a turnover way back when Fiji had possession and then lost the ruck. Normally, the Fijians don't ruck a great deal. Their offload game is impeccable. Keep the ball alive. And what they've been doing in this game against the Aussies is going into tackles, creating rucks, and the Aussies have beaten them at that game.
One of the notable things, besides the struggles of the Fijians, is the composure of this Australian team and just the skill work that they've done. So accurate around the contact area, so accurate in their decision-making. When someone makes a decision, they make it, they go with it 100%, and they're backed entirely by the team.
Aussies on shorter confidence, you may have noticed over the years, but yeah, it's definitely on display here.
So one more chance for Fiji. 11 ticks left on the clock. Would be a rare event to see this team shut out in a sevens match. That may be what we're about to witness. Yes, we are, as number 5 for Australia. That is O'Donnell with his second on the day. A rare goose egg on the scoreboard for Fiji and Australia. Commanding lead.
He's got options both sides. He shows right, sees that's covered, she goes back inside. That is great work from O'Donnell offering that second inside ball.
Some really, I think, some questions on defense for these Fijians. Normally, some of those gaps that we've seen, the amount of space that the Australians have to run in, normally that space is closed down in Fijian teams that we've seen in the past, and lots to work on for Fiji. The final score, Australia 29, in a surprise spread over Fiji, who leaves with nothing to show for.
Few people with blue flags and blue hair aren't too happy with the start of the Silicon Valley Sevens, but don't count this Fiji